Obi.
Hey, brother.
Chris in McKinney, Corona, California.
Welcome, welcome. I heard Angel from Texas. Welcome to the call, beautiful. Who else do we have on the line?
Michael Johnson, Lakewood, California.
Hey, Mr. Johnson. Welcome to the call. Who else do we have on the line?
This is
Eric,
Ada
checking in from
Kentucky.
Houston.
I heard Kentucky on the line. I heard Houston on the line. Keep on getting on the line.
Make sure you're on New York City.
Hey, I heard Jamie. I heard New York City. Welcome to the call. This is
Alejandro Amigón from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico on the line. So reach out to your team members right now. Not now, but right now. Let them know that the Millionaire Mentorship call is taking place. This call is going to happen each and every Monday night. So put this on your calendar. Pull out your calendar. Pull out your phone. Let them know. Put an alert on your phone that this call takes place each and every Monday. You do not want to miss this Millionaire Mentorship call ever, ever, ever again. So if you haven't yet to do so, please state your name and where you're calling from, loud and proud.
Great evening, Mrs. Dean. Laura Johnson from South Carolina.
Laura Johnson from South Carolina, loud and proud. Welcome to the call.
Dale Boudreaux, Louisiana.
Dale Boudreaux from Louisiana. Mr. Ed Ayala. Hello, hello. Welcome to the call.
How are you? How are you, Kim?
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
So great seeing your energy this weekend, sir.
Yes, absolutely. You too.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome each and every one of you. Tonight, you just joined the
New York.
mentorship call. So please state your name and where you're calling from. I heard New York. Welcome.
New York.
Clement, hello there.
Roberto from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Roberto, welcome. How are you?
Good, good.
This is Jabari in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's go.
Jabari, Atlanta. Let's go, let's go. Who else do we have on the line?
Julio Aquino, Dominican Republic.
Julio, welcome to the call. So right now we're at 105 participants. Can we get to 150? Can we get to 150? Who else is on the line right now?
Maybe Leslie Johnson, South Carolina.
Hey, Leslie, welcome to the call. I'm telling you, tonight is not the night that you want to miss this call. I'm on this call introing for a reason. Everything is strategic when it comes to BYLD. So make certain you reach out to them right now. If you don't want to get off the line to call them, make sure you send out that text message. Blast them. Let them know this call is taking place right now. You cannot miss this call. So go ahead. If you already introduced yourself, go ahead and mute out. If you have background noise and you could hear it, that means we could hear it too if you're unmuted. So go ahead and mute out your background noises and then introduce yourself. If you just got into the call and haven't introduced yourself, we'd love to hear and know where you're calling from.
Johnny,
welcome to the call. I heard New York again on the call. Come on, New York.
Troy Atkins.
Awesome. I heard Atkins on the call. Welcome, welcome. Who else do we have? I heard Idris on the call. Welcome, welcome.
Steve Hernandez from Norwalk.
I heard Hernandez on the call. Who else do we have on the line?
Hey, Mrs. Bean. This is Samuel Bean. Samuel Bean, Houston, Texas. I'm in the car service, so my camera's going to be off.
Hola, hola. Hello, Mr. Frijole Bean. Welcome to the call, Mr. Bean.
It's Elvis from Norwalk.
That was funny.
Elvis. I see we got Elvis in the building. The performer is on here as well.
I'm not going to miss it.
Elvis. Eddie
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?
People really enjoy your
muted, Miss Bean.
performance.
Mrs. Bean.
Oh, apologies. I don't know how that happened. Somebody muted me, I guess. Hey, they can't mute the hostess with the mostest. Welcome, welcome to the call. Who else do we have on the line? Okay, we're at 120. We're reaching 150. Let's go. Let's go. Who else can we get on the line?
Hey, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. You have to get your spouse on the line. Spouses, ladies, get your ladies on the line. This is not the call. I'm telling you, that's a hint. That's a clue. When the leaders drop nuggets, you got to listen to it. If your wife is not on the line, if your significant other is not on the line, tell them right now, hey, get out from that TV. Get away from that TV. Get out of that kitchen. You know, the kids could go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Tonight is not the night. You want to be in this room with me watching this Zoom. Matter of fact, let her log in on her own Zoom so that way she could stay focused and she too could take notes. You want your spouse to participate. This is how you spearhead your business and grow your business. Because of that continuous support within that household, I'm telling you, the growth will develop immediately. So who else do we have on the line? Welcome to the call.
Wences Navarro from California.
Mr. CEO Wences Navarro is on the line. Welcome. Let's clap it up for him. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Who else do we have on the line?
Earl Johnson from Brooklyn, New York.
Earl Johnson, welcome to the call, sir. Welcome.
What's going on, everybody? Luis Rangel, Downey, California.
Luis Rangel, welcome to the call. He's so smooth with it when he walks in the hallway, and he's so calm, cool. Welcome to the call, Mr. Luis Rangel.
Good evening. This is Fabian Tenorio from Chicago.
I heard Fabian. Welcome to the call. Great seeing you too this weekend. Awesome. Who else do we have on the line?
Jessica from Downey.
San Antonio, Texas.
Jessica, I heard you. Welcome to the line. I heard Texas. Welcome to the call. Who else do we have on the line?
Pasadena, California.
Maryland.
California. Welcome to the call.
Waiting for connection.
Maryland.
Connection success.
DMV.
Maryland is on the line. So we're at 1:30. We're going to
Matthew Acosta from Cerritos, California.
Hey, California. Hey, welcome to the call. Welcome, Matt. Who else do we have on the line?
Veronica from Baltimore, California.
I heard Veronica, California on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this call started, but we need your energy. Let's get these lines up. Make certain that your spouse is on the line. Make sure if you aren't in a quiet place, this will be the time to get into that quiet place because there's going to be some information shared. If you weren't at this weekend's event, oh my gosh, you missed out on a lot. Good thing these leaders are generous enough to do a recap call for you today. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the call that you want to be on. So we'll get this party started shortly, but we want to make certain that we announce each and every one of you. If you haven't yet to do so, please state your name and where you're calling from.
Dawn Riley Bristol, Houston, Texas.
I heard Houston, Texas, and if I didn't call you out, please say it again. Hey,
Dawn Riley Brist.
One more time.
Dawn Riley Brist.
Dawn Riley Brist.
Yeah, my wife did it.
Welcome to the call.
Hi, Julie with Houston, Texas.
Julie, Houston, Texas. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
Tony Denner
from Maryland.
California.
Tony Denner. Tony, I said I was going to remember your name. I remember your name. I remember your face. See?
Right on.
I appreciate
Miss Bean. How are you?
introducing yourself.
Good to see you.
Hey,
Awesome. Can you tell?
Ramos is checking in from California, but I'm in San Antonio. You can see
Dave,
the
how are you?
Your neck of the woods. Hey.
Look at that beautiful background, Dave. Awesome. Welcome to the call. Who else do we have on?
Lonnie from Florence, South Carolina.
Lonnie from where?
Florence, South Carolina.
Florence, South Carolina. Welcome, Lonnie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Thomas Watson from Atlanta, Georgia.
Thomas Watson from Atlanta. I saw you this weekend. Great. Welcome.
Yes and yes.
Awesome. Who else do we have on the line?
California.
California is on the line. People are still joining the call. Let's get them in. Welcome to the call. Please state your name and where you're calling from.
Arlene from Maryland.
Dr. Arlene from Maryland. Welcome to the call, Doc. Appreciate you.
Tim Lovett from Portland, Maine.
Welcome. Say that again.
I said, what's up, Mrs. Bean? This is Calvin Hong. Right now waiting at the LAX to go back to San Jose.
What's up, Calvin? He was front row center at the event this weekend. Welcome. You have safe travels there. Great seeing you this weekend, Calvin.
Likewise.
Welcome. Indeed. Who else do we have on the line? Welcome to the call.
JC Rangel, Los Angeles, California.
Mr. JC Rangel, VP of Sales. Welcome to the call. Just let me know when you're ready to get this party started.
We're ready. Let's get it started because I know we're gonna keep having people come in, and it's already 12 past the hour, so I think we're good to go.
Indeed, indeed. Well, Mr. Rangel,
Recording in
I can
progress.
hear you loud and clearly. You have been an absolute instrument to, been instrumental to this environment, this space, this weekend, this entire company. Thank you for having the huge vision. Definitely appreciate everything that you've done. Just one more last time. Let's show this man some respect. Make sure we mute out. Make sure we don't interrupt him with the information that he's going to share today. So go ahead and mute out at this moment. So that way we could clap it up for Mr. Rangel, VP of Sales. Clap it up, people. Clap it up. Take it away, Mr.
Everybody's
Rangel.
on. Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Bean. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited to be on here. We are coming off of an amazing weekend. So we've got a lot of things that we want to recap, right? So let me pull up this list here. So we're going to be passing this call around because there's a lot of things that we've got to touch, and we want to make sure that we do it in a timely fashion, right? So a couple of the things. First of all, we're going to get some testimonials from some of the people here at from some of the people that went to the Mentor Factory. So we want to make sure that we have that in place. A couple of things that I want to bring up first. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, the launch, excuse me, not the launch, but the convention for 2025 has now been released. So we now have the convention. It's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay, it's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's either going to be April or it's going to be in May. So we still don't know. It's going to be sometime in the spring. So make sure that you mark your calendars. We are finalizing with some of the hotels as we speak to find out what is the official location and the official date. So here's what we did. We did a special. Congrats to all of you guys, over 130 of you that got your tickets for the convention. That is a smart move, especially when you were there, you realized this is not something that I want to play with. This is absolutely worth my investment. And it doesn't matter how many times we say it. It never ceases to amaze me how people want to be successful, but they're not willing to go to the events. They're not willing to do what the leadership, the people that have already told them of what it takes to get there, tell them that they should do. So here's the thing. Me personally, ladies and gentlemen, I would never miss an event like that. So there was a link. There was a hitch in the link, right? Well, a hitch in the link. What is that, right? There was a glitch in the link, right? So the pricing for Mentor Factory was supposed to be good till midnight Saturday. It's good till midnight tonight. I would highly recommend that you go and you get your tickets for that as soon as possible. Get the pre-sale tickets because they're going to be a lot higher than they currently are right now. I'll let Mrs. Bean go through the pricing sheet on what the differences is, right? So I would recommend you go and get your tickets immediately, okay? And then we're going to get into the other things. So Ms. Bean, can you unmute yourself and let us know what the difference in the pricing is for these tickets, please? By the way, we hit the 150, by the way. We're at 151 now, so there you go.
Woohoo! That's what I am talking about. Give me one quick moment. Let me make certain that I get the numbers right in front of me. But yes, good thing, fortunately and unfortunately, that we have a glitch. So good thing that we have a glitch because now you can take advantage of it. I was about to put that link in while you asked me to pull this up. So let me just go ahead and pull this information up right here. So right now, the information as far as the pricing, we are looking at right now, the price is $99. Take advantage of that. For single tickets, it's $99. That will be changed to $149. It should have already been changed, but that will be changed to $149. Couples ticket. Couples ticket, that means husband and wife, husband and significant other. Okay? That does not mean you and your business partner that you just got into the business. No, this is significant other, okay, or spouse. That right now, the ticket is $179. $179 is going to go up to $249. So take advantage of that. Now, if you want to grow a team, build a team, and make certain that your team gets there, go ahead and get your group pack for $399. Okay, $399. So that is going to jump from $399 to $549. And let me share this. These prices are way lower than really expected, what I'm accustomed to with this in this industry. And the reason being is because the leaders are wanting you guys to succeed. This amount here, I'll tell you right now, won't even cover the event. The owners will have to end up coming out of pocket with these types of prices. I know I'm accustomed to seeing these types of events. The type of knowledge, the type of content that you're going to receive at the convention will not equate to the price that you're paying, especially at these early bird prices. So take advantage of it. Go ahead and get your credit card, or use your OPM, other people's money, to get this and pay them back later. But if you're looking to grow a group, take advantage of the 5-pack, because it's less expensive, it's better on your budget, but then of course you're looking out for your team. So take advantage of that. And I believe he said midnight tonight is when the glitch will be fixed. So unfortunate for us, but fortunate for you. So take advantage of it while it's there. Back to you, Mr. Rangel.
Awesome. And if you could check the WhatsApp chat, that'd be great. So there's a couple things that we're going to talk about. The next thing I want to bring up right now, and for this, I'm going to bring back Mrs. Bean. Mrs. Bean, can you please introduce to everybody the Build Her that we are doing here today? I think a lot of the ladies are going to be very excited. And by the way, ladies, I've got a challenge for you. The challenge is this. We were at the event, and not only Mrs. Bean, but a couple of the ladies at the event told us, I do not like so much male representation and not enough female representation on these ranks, on this recognition. So the way that some ladies said, they said, look, the convention, it's going to be a lot different than that. There's going to be a lot more women at the builder ranks, at the executive ranks, at the manager, director ranks, et cetera, et cetera. And the Build Her that we're going to talk about right now is going to certainly help in getting the ladies to these ranks. So that is a challenge that I've got for the ladies out there, because there was too many men out there getting recognition, and we know that the ladies are just waiting to get started. So from this forward, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Mrs. B.
Man, Mr. Rangel, you kind of put me on the spot, because it's like I don't think I have enough time to talk about this woman's movement. Build Her, BYLD HER. Oh, just so FYI, we did mute out the chat on purpose, so we didn't get a chance. So you don't get a chance to really chime in that area, but you could definitely put some reactions out there. And the reactions, if you're a woman out there and you were at this weekend's event, feel free to put a heart. Feel free to put a reaction out there by clicking at the bottom. But Build Her is a movement that's taking place through Build. And it's huge, and it's something that the powerhouse women of Build has envisioned and executing. So I don't want to go too much in depth, because Mrs. Pacheco is the visionary, along with Mrs. Navarro, behind the entire woman movement. So I just did a soft launch, and in return today, I'll just do, a soft launch or a soft discussion about this women's event. This women's event is spearheaded by Mrs. Navarro, Mrs. Pacheco, Mrs. Rangel, Mrs. Jessica, Miss Veronica, Miss Roxy, myself, and we're looking for leading ladies. So right now, those are the leading ladies that's spearheading the Build Her event. The Build Her event is a movement where we're creating a safe place for the women to be able to not only grow and develop spiritually, emotionally, financially, but learn about finances, learn about smart money, learn about building a business, learning about her. Okay? Who is her? Her is the lady that looks in the mirror each and every morning when she's brushing her teeth, getting her hair curled, the woman that wakes up each and every day. Build Her. Oftentimes, ladies, we don't get a chance to we wear so many hats. We were doctors, we're chauffeurs, we're Uber drivers, we're nurses, we're psychiatrists. We wear all of these hats all in one. Maybe not certified, but we wear it, right? Because of our children, because of our spouses. And oftentimes we wear all of these hats and we forget about our main hat. And that's our woman's hat, right? That's her hat. Well, ladies, this week I should have grabbed my Build Her hat with me, but I was so excited to be able to host on this call and I didn't get a chance to grab it. But this is going to be an environment that's a safe place for women to be able to come and express themselves, okay? Oftentimes we think that, oh, well, you know what? Don't worry about me. Let's just make sure the household is taken care of. As long as my husband's taken care of, as long as my children are taken care of. But who's taking care of her? Right? So Build Her is a movement that we have created, and we're going to start off with doing everything online first, doing it virtually. We're going to have women events at the events. The men can't join us unless they come in stilettos and lipstick and image of a woman. But we know that this is an environment for us. And I already heard guys saying, "Hey, I want to be in. I want to go in. I'll pay twice as much for the ticket." That's not going to happen. This is just for us. This is just for us to be able to express ourselves and also just learn about ourselves all over again. And so it's going to be a beautiful movement. It's going to grow massively, and it's going to grow more than likely. I'll venture to say, to speak and affirm that it's going to be a global movement for all the women here. I'm a girl's girl. I've always did women's event. I'm here to share and be the voice for women that haven't found their voice or have lost their voice. That's what we're here for. We're here to support. We're here to guide. We're here to counsel. And I just love the fact that the vision of the leading ladies that I mentioned had come together and say, you know what? And then so early in the stage, and I love that because we know that we have a place in this world, especially in Build. We have supportive husbands. We have great, amazing husbands. Mr. Rangel was right. You know, I did say that on stage there was two panels, not one, but two panels of men, not one woman that was sitting in that chair. Now in the room there were women. However, it wasn't enough. Okay, we play many roles. Some of us present. Some of us are supporters at home. Some of us is just still looking to find our place. Regardless where you're at right now in Build, whether you are that supporter, whether you are that builder, or whether you're looking for that comfort zone to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm ready. This is the space for you, ladies. This is for you. It was created for you. Find comfort in it. I got a chance to speak to some of the other ladies that are so on board. Every single woman in the room this weekend stood up and said, I commit to building her. And I was so proud of that. And it didn't matter if they were a builder, build her, or if they were a supporter. Get your spouses in the room at convention. And I tell you, if they are not on board, they will be on board. For those women that were forced to go to this weekend's event, I don't know if there were any, but if they were forced to be at the event, guess what? They're so totally on board now. They found a space where they said, you know what? I have hope. I found myself. Just within these few moments, I found myself and I could be a part of Build. And we're here to give you hope, ladies. We're here to give you hope. So with that being said,
that's right.
I don't want to too much, but right back at you, Mr. Rangel.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bean. I'm very excited about that because I know how powerful the ladies are, and it's going to be amazing, right? So we're going to build something completely around that that's going to attract a lot of women to this community of strong women, strong entrepreneur women that want to build a business, right? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Can you hear me okay, Mrs. Bean?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Perfect. So there's another thing that we want to bring up before we get into the testimonials is we will talk about the Smart Money Club, which is live. We're going to bring Mr. Navarro to talk about it. But the other thing that we're going to talk about is the Relay app. So those of you guys that were at the event, you know that we introduced the Relay app. So just to give you an idea, the Relay app, ladies and gentlemen, is an app that Build Network is building. It is our app. It is not a white label of any product. It is an app that's going to be able to connect to your phone and connect to all of your contacts on your phone. It will have the text messages that are proven to get responses, that are proven to get results. And it will, with one click, once you send it out with one click, it'll be able to send out the text message to every one of your contacts. Mr. Ed Ayala did a great job breaking down how it works. And the average person has about 625 contacts on their phone. We did the numbers with the average person having just 200 contacts on their phone. And I got to tell you that the numbers were amazing, because the recruiting is going to go up. Because think about this. We know that we're in the business of contacting people. We know that we're in the business of approaching people. What percentage of people do we think actually contact everybody on their list? Nobody. But if it's done automatically and we take away the rejection, guess what? That is exciting, right? So now when we launch somebody, when we do their game plan interview, we're able to get them to download the app, upload their contacts, select the text that they want to get sent automatically. Oh, and by the way, it comes from your number. It doesn't come from a different number that they don't recognize. So those people know that it's you. You could choose who you want to opt out of receiving the message, right? So maybe you've got your boss, maybe you've got whoever the case may be. You could take them out and then send the message to everybody else. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe that this is something revolutionary for the industry. It's never been done before as far as I am concerned. And that is just the first version of the app. So, excuse me. Imagine being able to contact everybody immediately, right? So that is coming out. By the way, if we are able, if Mr. Navarro is able to sample it, we will. And if not, we'll send you guys a video that shows, gives you a little example of how it works. But it is called the Relay app. Relay, like relay the message, right? So it's called the Relay app, and that is very, very close. I have Mr. Navarro give you guys some information on how close we are to having it, but I'm talking about we are probably a week or two away from having this live. So that's very exciting. Be on the lookout for that. And then we've got ladies and gentlemen, we've got some founder packs that are still available. Some of you guys asked us. We haven't pushed the founder packs a lot, and frankly, I feel guilty a little bit because I know that not everybody got the message of the Founders Pack. So just so everybody knows, this is the opportunity to share in the revenue of the company, in the profits of the company moving forward. There's only 100 of these that became available. They're $2,500. I'll have Mr. Navarro talk about this more in depth. And there's still some available. Okay. Some of you have even asked if you could buy a second one or a third one for your spouse. And we told you no, because the person has to be a consultant with the business. Now, part of the reason why we haven't promoted it so much other than that first time is simply, frankly, because once again, it's not really a priority for the company to raise any money, right? But some of you guys got the opportunity and some of you guys didn't. So imagine, and there's no requirements. Once you are a founder with the company, you get a founder's pack. Whatever the profits are that starts at the first quarter of next year, you are sharing in that immediately, right? There's no rank qualification that you've got to hit. So if you believe that one day we're going to be a $100 million company or a $1 billion company or whatever the case may be, that is a sweet deal to do. Now, one last thing I'll mention on this. We've had plenty of people come to us and say, we want to invest in your company. And we told them no. At the end, because we want to create things like the Relay app and other things that we're working on. We're working on a CRM as we speak. Well, guess what's happening? Mr. Navarro said, well, why not, instead of giving one guy the opportunity to invest some money, why don't we give our network the opportunity to invest some money? And the philosophy is, number one, our network is more deserving. But number two, we want to get 100 people that are sold out on this BYLD mission, that can be 100 motivated people that are on a mission, on fire to go out there and build this company. And they have more than just their distributorship. They actually share in a piece of the profit. So that's very exciting. So reach out. I'll have Mr. Juan Estrella, our COO, tell you guys here shortly what it is that you need to do, because some of you guys this weekend were asking about it. Some of you guys got your answer. Some of you guys didn't. So I'm going to bring them up. So with that being said, let me go ahead and introduce Mr. Navarro so he can cover some of these things that we need to cover on the Founders Packs, on the Smart Money Club, and on the Relay app. Mr. Navarro, mic check. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. The floor is yours.
All right. All right. So I'll go in order. I'm excited, everyone. I know you guys are excited. I got a bunch of messages on my introverts that didn't put their hand up at the event when I said, put your hand up if you're an introvert. I got the text messages after, and I'll tell you what, there was more text messages then there were hands up at the event. So that means that you were too introverted to put your hand up because you didn't want me to call on you. I get it. I've been there before. It's all right. So I've been trying to answer everybody's message, but thank you for reaching out. So on the Smart Money Club, let's cover that one. That has been live for about 2 weeks, right? We've been testing it, making sure that everybody can log in. Not everybody has logged in. So you should have received a message with the link to log in. So if you just type it in your email that you use with BYLD Network, you should have an email. You should be able to just click on the link and it'll log you into the app. There's a lot of content on there already. We have some recorded courses that you can go watch. It's more than what we had previously in the back office. So I recommend that you go, and even if you don't need credit repair, even if you have a financial advisor, even if you don't need any of the stuff that's covered on there, it's good for you to go through it because you'll be able to relay the message, no pun intended, to your prospects and your friends and family. Quite frankly, it's not the Smart Money Club is not just for you. It's for your friends and family also, right? So I've touched on, in the past that, a lot of times the way I prospect is I give, before I ask, right? So I give to my real estate agent a referral, to my mortgage loan officer, give a referral, and then I get in return. You can use the Smart Money Club for that, right? We have inside of the Smart Money Club, you'll see different tabs. You'll see credit repair with Justin Wilson. You'll see financial planning with Carl Grande. You'll see, we have some other benefits, like a lot of already. We have the savings, BYLD savings. That right there is something that you can give away to anybody in your friends and family, anybody in your circle. Just give them the link. Say, hey, look, this service here can save you a couple $100 a month without having to do anything, right? So that's live. We need more people. We want more people to go through the information, because it's only going to grow right now. So the content that's in there now, it's just like let's call it the financial 101, financial literacy 101. We're going to continue to add on there. We have Miss Jen Garcia on here, who I have to upload her content and get her started on Smart Money Club. She's going to be talking about, life insurance and retirement planning, a bunch of different topics. So look for the link. And we'll send out another one, so you don't have to dig for it. I'll have Mr. Juan Estrella here send out a new link to everyone, so you just click on it and log in and go through the content. So that's on the Smart Money Club. On the Relay app, I'm super excited about the Relay app. Like, the more I think about it, the more excited I get, because it's something that I believe is going to help everyone, right? So if you heard me say it from stage on Saturday, one of my goals is to give everybody, introvert, extrovert, ambivert, if you're like networking or don't like networking, my goal is to give everybody a shot in this company, right? Now, the main goal, right, we can't, and some of you I talked to privately, and you asked me, what the vision was. I didn't like my answer of the vision. It's kind of hard, to go up on stage and answer questions, especially because I wasn't really preparing to do that. I kind of tweaked my session a little bit up there, but I didn't like an answer when somebody asked me about the vision, and I didn't want to leave you with that politician answer. And my wife's like, yeah, you sounded like a politician with that question. So I said, that doesn't sit well with me, so I'm gonna have to answer it. We have too much of that already going on, right? So somebody asked me about the vision, and I'll tell you what the ultimate goal and the vision is: to create the biggest direct sales company that pays out the most money in the history of the industry, period. But in order to do that, we're going to have to help out the most amount of people. So I think with this app, this is a great start, because one, we're going to take that initial exposure away from the rookie, right? So one of the fundamental flaws in the industry is that you have someone that just started trying to explain a complicated business to someone else in their circle. For one, you can't be a prophet in your own land, right? And then two, you just started. So how are you going to explain it to someone else when you just started, right? And as much as we drill on using scripts and keeping it short, and hey, just get them in front of one of us and put them on a webinar, sometimes I understand people ask questions, it's hard to do. So this app is going to revolutionize that initial peaking interest part. So that's going to give a lot of people a fair shot because you do have the contacts already. You just need to expose them properly. So Relay app, it should be done this week, but I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So I'm going to give our programmer, Mr. Steven Mata here, a few days extra. So let's just say if we can roll it out Monday of next week, that'd be great. If we finish early, then we'll roll it out this week because I don't want to waste any time. Let's get it out. So the Relay is going to be a game changer. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
I knew you were going to make a comment.
So I can't help myself.
I know.
Kidding me?
So that's coming, guys. On the topic of the Founders Club, Mr. JC said it best. Like, we just did not want to go out and give one person the opportunity to get that revenue share, because I've always said, if you have 100 people all pushing in the same direction, we're unstoppable, right? We have more than 100 people. We have 166 people on this call right now. So I know that, with those 100 people just all pushing in the same direction, that money, to be quite honest, that's what's being used to develop this Relay app. We have a few other applications that we want to develop. And it's going back to the field. It's going back to building your organizations. So that is still open. There are a few spots open. So we'll share that with you. There we go. So it's $2,500. Why? Because $2,501 was too much and $2,499 was too little. That's why. To be honest, that's just a number where we said, hey, we want commitment, right? We don't want, and if this is going to put you in a financial burden, that's not the point, right? There will be opportunities in the future to potentially earn something like this. But right now, this is not that, right? So we don't want to put anybody in any financial burden. If you can do it, great. If not, we'll talk about it. There will be plenty of opportunities with this company in the future. So that's it right there. You do get to call yourself a founding member. You participated in an additional profit sharing pool. The vision and planning meetings, we will start to host those here in the next couple of weeks. We've been super busy, but I didn't forget. If you saw people walking around with the black on black hats, like the one I'm wearing, or the white on white, those were the current founding members. And then we're going to add more benefits to this as well. So, we did want to bring that up because we did have a bunch of people asking about it. So anything else, Mr. JC? All right, so let's see. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, that's clear.
Loud and clear. Yes, we can.
Cool. So this is Kim. I'll pass it back to you.
Okay, fantastic. Mr. JC, feel free to take over whenever you get back on the line. So I don't know if the call dropped, but just keeping it going with the events. Let's just go ahead and get some testimonies. I know. Let's hear from Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed Ayala, you were front row center. You're definitely an instrumental part of the event this weekend. You were able to be on the stage to bless us with some information and some knowledge. What is your takeaway from a leadership standpoint, sir?
Thank you, Kim. You're doing an amazing job. I'm so glad and grateful that you got up on stage and spoke. And Julio and I were like, wow, a leader. See, it has nothing to do whether you're male or female. A leader is a leader is a leader. So really happy to be with you guys. I have a lot of thoughts, but I want to just boil it down, okay? Being congruent, okay? What do I mean by that? Well, actually, let me say this first. If you did not go to Mentor Factory, let me tell you what you missed, okay? 2 big topics. Number 1 is how to close sales in your boxers. You guys remember that one? I'm not kidding. We had like a couple people on stage. They taught you how to close sales in your boxers. Another guy talked about how to do an appointment in the home while you're passing gas and blame it on the dog called Chino. So anyway, wait to the convention. It's only going to get a whole lot better. I'm so excited. But let me get serious here. I'm always having fun. One of my favorite sayings is, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. You see, everybody wants to be a millionaire, but nobody wants to try. So what do you have to do? You've got to be congruent with your words. If you're telling your leader, hey, Sam, Kim, oh my God, I've been looking for this my whole life. I wanted to be a millionaire my whole life. I want to get financially free. Whatever it is, I want to accomplish my dreams, whatever it is, right? Some people want to become a millionaire. Some people just want to have more money left over than the month, right? Well, if that's what you're saying, that's coming out of your mouth. But then when we're telling you, listen, you got to be at the convention. It's 6 months away, at least 6 months away, right? Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't got the money. I'm like, that's why you got to go, so that you never have a problem with money again. We got to stop this bullshit. Seriously, sorry, but I'm like, I'm having fun, but now I'm a little bit like upset about that. Like, don't tell me that you want to be successful and then you make excuses that you're not going to go to the event. Listen, Mentor Factory, as JC said, it was only 2 months later after the launch, right? So I was like, all right, that's fine. 2 months, maybe people had stuff pre-planned. But you got 6 months of planning, okay? Unless you're 6 feet under, right? You need to be at the event. I've had people change all types of events that they've had with enough time, so you could change whatever event that it is, okay? You got to be congruent, folks, all right? So again, you want to be a surgeon, but you don't want to go to medical school. You want to be a police officer, but you don't want to go to the academy. You want to be a lawyer, but you don't want to go to law school. You want to be a millionaire, you want to be successful, and you're not going to the convention where all of the top money earners are there to teach you how to do it. Are you out of your mind? $99? When somebody says that to me, I'm just like, it's like a cartoon or something. Like, I'm looking at you like, wah, 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 wah. I'm like, this guy's playing me? I mean, like, what are you telling me you want to be successful and you're not going to go to the convention? Last thing is this. One of my secrets was this, Kim. I didn't know how to do the business, right? Direct sales, selling, whatever. I didn't know any of that, right? I was a cop. That's all I was. But guess what? I figured this out at my first event. I said, wait a minute. If I get other people here from my team at this event, if I get a lot of people, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but the people on the stage know what they're doing, and they're going to teach my people how to do the business. They're going to teach my people how to make money. They're going to motivate my people. They're going to inspire my people, and I override them. Wow. When I figured that out, I was like, my God, this is the greatest system in the world, and we got it right here. So I don't want to hear any excuses, right? Okay, I don't want to hear no excuses. Everyone here, you should buy your ticket. No, not should. Should, you become a should-head, right? No. You must get your ticket tonight if you want to accomplish your dreams. Now, listen, if you don't want to accomplish your dreams, you're just here to, kick the tires, you're not really sure, then that's fine. Don't invest the $99. But my goodness, the company gives you a money-back guarantee. We're going to Vegas. We're going to learn how to make a lot of money. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to get to meet all these people. What is wrong with you? Look in the mirror. Go get the money. You only need about what? Maybe $1,000 or $1,500, depending what part of the country you need, right? $99 for the ticket tonight. Don't let it go up to $200 or $300, right? Get the ticket tonight. Leaders take action now. Okay, when would now be a great time to get your ticket? Now, right? The rest you'll figure out. You're going by plane, car, bus, a skateboard, on your bicycle. I don't care. You'll figure that out, and you can share a room with a few people. The key is get yourself there, okay? Be congruent, be a leader, and let's go do it. Thank you, Kim.
Absolutely, Mr. Ed. I believe Mr. JC is on the line. Let me know, Mr. JC, if you're on the line.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and take over. Thank you again, Mr. Ed Ayala. Those were some golden nuggets. Appreciate you and your energy, sir. Mr. JC, take it away.
Yeah, no, listen, I've said everything I had to say, guys. Mentor Factory was amazing. You don't want to miss the next convention. And if there's nothing else that we need to bring up on this call, then, let's go ahead and start wrapping it up. But I would like for us to take some people from the audience, maybe 3 or 4 people from the audience, to give us their take on what they got from Mentor Factory. So raise your hand if you'd like to give us your feedback, right? And what you learned from Mentor Factory, a couple of takeaways, that'd be great.
Okay.
Hey, JC, real quick, before you do that, can I say something real quick here?
Yep.
Okay. Hey guys, again, this is one thing I can say. This is one of the best events that I've been, to in a long time, and I really got a lot out of myself. But a lot of big things are happening right now. You guys have no idea what the Navarros, the Pachecos, and the Rangels have planned for you guys. we've been in the lab and putting things together, and we talking about putting you guys in a position where you are going to be able to print money, literally. This event and that's coming up in April, you want to make sure that you're shooting, to get way beyond build to 4,000, build to 8,000. You want to get you want to get as close to executive director and national as possible, based on the recognition, the awards, and things that are going to be happening at that event. Don't just plan to be there. Make sure you plan on being there at tables with your whole entire team. Make sure you plan on being there at tables with your whole entire team that have a lot of rank, have a lot of accolades, and this is going to be, where you get a chance to sit back and watch your team go across the stage. You're going to go across the stage, but think about and imagine while they're talking about this next event, how many people do you want to have walking across the stage at Build to 500, 1,000, 2,000, 8,000, right? How many people you want to have walking across the stage being recognized for manager, director, executive director, stuff like that? Think big, go big, okay? You guys are really you're in the right place at the right time. You gotta think the right way. You gotta put yourself in a position where you make this run right here. We're about to go on this 60-day run. You want to break it up into 90-day blitz and just go to work and stay working. Okay, I can guarantee you do it the way I'm talking about right now. Just go and run for the next 6 months toward that event. You can literally put yourself in a position where you never have to worry about money again, as long as you're there based on what these guys have in store for you guys. So I'll turn it back over to you, Mr. Rangel and Ms. Bean. I appreciate you guys letting me share.
I have one more thing here. This is Wences. Before we move on to the testimonials, I just realized that I said, hey, I'm going to answer something that I didn't answer at the event, and I didn't answer it again. So last time, this time I promise my ADD won't kick in. So I told you the goal is to build the biggest direct sales organization, which sounds good. That's great, right? But no matter what we do, we're not going to be able to help everybody, right? With the money-making part. It's just impossible, no matter what we do. But here's what we can do. And this is the ultimate goal, that everybody that comes through BYLD Network, whether it's through the range side or through whatever, if they come through BYLD Network, we've discussed this before at length, Mr. JC and I, from the very, very beginning. I said, I want everybody to say, I'm glad that I made a stop there because it helped me with this or with that or with whatever they go on to do, right? So I want everybody, whether it's your kids, I get a lot of text messages. Hey, can you mentor my son? Hey, can you mentor, this has been happening for years, right? All the time. This is the opportunity, right? Not just me, right? But they can find somebody that they relate to. That is the kind of company that we want to build. No pun intended, right? So if anybody that comes through here, they're gonna walk away with a good taste in their mouth. That I promise. So that is the ultimate vision and the ultimate goal.
Thank you so much, Mr. Navarro. We greatly appreciate you sharing your sentiments on the vision. I'm going to be transparent. I'll be the first to share the testimony. I know you've already heard me speak, but I feel like I would be remiss if I don't share this. This weekend, I always go to an event, and this is some notes that you could take too. Just jot these notes down. When you go to an event, you always want to make certain that you go to the event with purpose and intention. What is your purpose of going to the event? Don't go to an event in vain. Go to an event with purpose and intention. So my purpose and my intention, even as a leader, I still have purpose and intention when I go to an event. It's not just oh, hey, you know what? I get to present. No, I didn't even know I was going to present. I actually raised my hand and said, you know what? Some things transpired. I'm going to step up to the plate. Like Mr. Ed says, a leader goes out and do it and make it happen. I made a statement. Don't do what you want in life. Do what's necessary. You guys might have slept on that statement. Think about that. Let that resonate. But what I got from the event is this, and I got exactly what I needed and exactly what I wanted. I wanted to go to the event and know the intentions and know the purpose of the leaders. What I saw and what I witnessed is leaders, not just within the corporate circle, the corporate staff, but the leaders that stepped up to the plate this weekend and said, you know what, I'm going to be a part of BYLD. If my name is on the dotted line of getting started with BYLD, I'm going to go out there and represent. And I saw that in the room today. So I thank the leaders, Mr. Navarro, Mrs. Navarro, Mr. and Mrs. Pacheco, Mr. and Mrs. Rangel. I thank the leaders, Mr. Ed Ayala, Mr. Julio. I thank y'all for stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And you put the all-in attitude, and it starts from the leadership. It starts from the top. The reason why you started hearing my voice, Kim Bean's voice, the wife of Samuel Bean, the best half of Samuel Bean, is because he started his own movement within the home, within the household. I saw that. I talked to Mrs. Navarro, and I said, this weekend, and I told her, I said, when Sam came home so excited about this week, about the events that he was at, because I didn't even attend those events. My first question to him is Mr. Rangel married? Okay, great. Is Mr. Navarro married? I already knew the Pachecos and they were married. And I said, how long have they been married and do they have kids? That was my first question. And at that point, I said, I'm open to seeing what's going on. Because I know what I needed in my life. I know I needed some strong, coupled up leaders to lead by example, not just by talk, not just throw out the money and the dollar signs, but what I saw this weekend and the previous event, but it further confirms this weekend that the leaders in our company have heart. Have heart, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we have here. And when you cannot duplicate that right there is when you're in the right place, right moment, right business, because you can't duplicate the heart of the leaders in this business. Okay, that's my takeaway. So let's go ahead and see who else we have here. Miss Roxy. Miss Roxy, go ahead and unmute yourself and give me your takeaway, hopefully in 60 seconds or less, please.
All right, I'm going to try my best.
Let's do it, best.
All right. So, I mean, first off, I want to start off with I couldn't be more excited to see a powerful woman up on stage like you, Mrs. Bean. I mean, you talk about purpose and intention. That's exactly what you showed up on that stage. It kind of reminded me of what, JC, how JC describes his wife, about the dress. You were that one cherry on top of that ice cream on that stage. You lit up and you look gorgeous up there. So thank you for that. So, and one of the things that you spoke on that hit me, and I know you saw my tears rolling down my eyes. You spoke about how many of us have been hurt, abused, mistreated. So long story short, that's been me. But, that was me, right? So now it takes a lot of courage, resilience, and boldness to turn that pain into power and become the best version of yourself. And that's what BYLD Her represents to me, transformation. Okay, and I just want to leave you with this really quick, ladies, if you're up in here. The word of God, it says in Isaiah 61:3, okay? God gives us a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of spirit of despair. So let's build her together.
Wow, that's crazy.
For the talk.
Awesome. Roxy, wow.
Wow.
Incredible.
Roxy.
Roxy for president.
Wow.
Please run for president.
Yeah. Turning that pain into power is such a powerful statement, because there's so many women out there that is in pain right now, but guess what? They're just putting on a smile. There's a story behind that smile. I did an episode on that before. There's a story behind that smile. And ladies, when you join BYLD Her, we're going to lift you. We're going to empower you. We're going to build her with you and for you too. Okay, we're going to help you create that voice. And so thank you so much, Miss Rosanna, for number one, being a leading lady, going out there representing, and letting the ladies know that, you know what, I give you hope. It could happen. Give it up for Miss Roxana again. First lady that sold solar transaction in BYLD, not just anybody,
let's go,
a
ladies.
woman at that.
Great job.
Okay,
First break.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Let me go with Chris Dominguez. Give me 60 seconds or less, please, so we could get more people on the line.
All right, thank you so much for allowing me to share. So number one, so all the top leaders that were up on stage, they had a strong connection with their significant other or their spouse. So that was the biggest takeaway. And so I'm internalizing that a lot. And then number two is that everyone that was up on stage had 3+ years of experience in solar. So it gives me a reason to stick and stay until I get my pay, right? And you guys should feel the same way. Is you got to give this multiple years until your skill set is in alignment with your goals. So you might not be there yet. You might have ways to go to build up your skill set to be like the people that were up on stage and the people that are presenting here today. So just give it some time, okay? And stay focused. Keep your head down. Thank you.
Stick and stay and get my pay. Thank you so much. He's a man of his word. He sat there, I want to say on Friday in the room. He stayed in the room while everybody went to lunch. He also sat there and made phone calls. I heard him. He didn't do it for show because I wasn't, he didn't even see me watching him. And all I was doing was listening. I was making sure the room was set up for you guys to come back to. And he was sitting there and he just kept on making calls back to back to back to back. You might have been out there making phone calls too, but I didn't get a chance to see you or witness you, but kudos to you. But I could definitely say Chris Dominguez was in that room making phone calls. Congratulations for your future success, Mr. Dominguez. Thank you for sharing. Let's see, who do we have? Landon Taylor, talk to me, sir.
Thank you so much, Madam Bean. It was a pleasure seeing you this weekend. Wow. All I can say is wow. For everyone on this call, never miss an event. Events are where decisions happen. And I will give my personal testimony. So the first event that happened, the launch that I attended, I saw everybody go across that stage and I felt away. And I told your husband, Miss Bean, I told Sam, Mr. Bean, I said, that's going to be the last time that I will not be on that stage, right? And I made a bold statement because I read Mark 11:24, where it says, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you receive it and you shall have it. So every day I say that prayer, put in the work, and by the grace of God, this time I was on stage. So for anybody, declare right now that you deserve to be on that stage, put in the work. Make sure you are in the place. Make sure that you are around the people. Ms. Bean, you said something that was really special. Being in the building, you miss if you're not there, you miss the meetings that happen after the meeting. It is something about us being together that just makes it all happen. So shout out to everyone that's there. Shout out to everyone that's going to be there. I love everyone on this team. We laughed, we cried. I mean, I told Mr. Rangel, just seeing his son on stage. I have an 18-month-old son, and just seeing his son on stage just inspired me to become a better father. Seeing all the couples on stage, it made me want to become a better husband. So thank you all, and look, we'll see you at the top.
And at the bank, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Mr. Taylor. Appreciate you for sharing. It's so true. In this business, it's not just about the money. It ranks high up there with oxygen, of course. That's why we're here. But I could tell you, you could learn so much more and take away so much more and be able to sow it into your own lives from every aspect of the business. We've had people that had made, $500,000 in their own right, in their own business, in their own career, come into this platform, this type of platform, and study what we study, and learn what we teach, and they take it and implement it into their businesses, their careers, and double their income. I've witnessed it time and time again. It's doable. So even if you don't choose to go solar, if you choose to not go rain, or choose not to go with Ripple or any of the amazing products that that we have now and going to have, it's okay. come around this environment because you're going to win anyway by default. Awesome, awesome. Let's see who else do we have on the line. Let's go with David, Leggat. Unmute yourself and give me 60 seconds or less, please.
All right. Well, there's so much I could say. I'll wrap it up quickly. I mentioned this on our team call, but it's worth saying again. J.C. Rangel said he was the #1 mentor, meaning he sold the most deals at his previous place he was, most solar deals. And that was because he was also the #1 recruiter. That was not a coincidence. The recruit and you'll have more sales. That being said, what I liked most about it was the 2020 vision, where they talk about if you put 20 on the left, 20 on the right, and you help develop those people, your group is going to explode. And it kind of goes with what Sam Beam was saying and Winston was saying. We want to be the biggest that's ever been in this space. And that's the way to do it. And right now we have this the Relay app that's going to just put pour gasoline on it. That we're sitting in a great place right now. And if we build this big, the sales are going to come. And also one last thing I'll say, Mr. Pacheco said 58% of the people in the U.S. couldn't put their hands on $1,000. They don't have $1,000 in their bank account. That's a lot of people. So this isn't just from greed that we can go out and make a lot of money, which there's nothing wrong with making a lot of money. 2/3 of the parables in the Bible talk about wealth and abundance. You can help more people with money. Broke people don't go to broke people for help. So if you have more money, you can do more good with it also. But by helping people, there are people that are praying. They just don't know how to make more or do more. We have an opportunity that can help everybody. And, we just got to go out and spread the word.
Go out there and spread the word. We have the vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, to go out there and share with them and make a difference and make a change. People are out there talking about inflation, right, David? They talk about inflation. Yeah. Everything is high right now. But if you have an opportunity, why not share it? Why not break that monotony? Why not break that mindset? Okay, mindset is a life cycle, okay? They're only teaching and saying things, they're only saying things that they had learned from their parents. We are now, in a new generation where we have to continue teaching and growing and developing not only each other, but our children, which is our next generation. What are we teaching our next generation? And just like what Landon was saying, he's influenced by the reflection of the leaders that bringing Mr. Rangel's son on stage. Okay, that's our new generation. That's our future. What are we doing about it? Okay, we have that vehicle to do something about it right now. So let's see. I see Sabrina Tumblin's video and her hand up. Talk to me, Sabrina. 60 seconds, please, or less. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm grateful that I'm able to work with my husband, Eddie Weeks. With that, Angel Trend has been a true blessing to us. She brought us on board. She's under the tutelage of the Beans, and we've just been gleaming from day one. And we appreciate all leadership. The biggest thing that we've gotten, especially me, was building her, the confidence and being connected. Being confident in myself and everything that I have to offer. Don't let anything or anyone steal my confidence. Talk more to people's heart and not their wallet. It's not about me. It's about being that leader, that servant leader. And so I'm grateful for the entire team and especially the Beans.
Man, Sabrina, you said it right there and summed it up. And I see you rocking your Build Her hat, girl. Love it, love it. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't say it enough, and you guys might even get tired of me saying it, but I mean, the platform for Build Her is very important, and it's critical to your business, men and women. And I want to speak to the men because you may not necessarily fully understand the capacity and the power behind a woman's strength. And when you have the woman's support, man, anything is accomplishable. We're not here to bash the men. We are not. That's not what we're here to do. We are here to uplift you as well, too. And in order to uplift you, we have to do it internally within ourselves first. Please, if you don't understand anything as a man, please help us understand that aspect right there. Let us lift ourselves up in order for us to have the power, the strength, the courage to be able to lift you all up too. Next person on the line, I see Cajun Cup Del Boudreaux.
Hey, thank you, Ms. Bean.
Hello, I hear you. But you froze up on me, sir. Okay. Del Boudreaux, you froze up on me. I don't know if you need to reset your Zoom. If you want to get back on, let me know. I see Gabby Tulber. Gabby, you know who you are. Unmute yourself.
Yes, Mrs. Bean. Wow. I'm listening to everyone, and this is a historic call. I just have to say that in that event, my mind was raging. I was scanning the room and I'm looking around, and you nailed it earlier when you said you wanted to know the strength of the founders, where they were. And I was doing the same thing in my mind. I'm looking around and I said, wow, Mr. Rangel put a powerful group of people together that the leaders are contacting, coming on board. Mr. Ayala said something that I was actually what he said, that you build from event, that he discovered the secret at the event, not to go alone. And I looked around in that room and I said, I cannot go to Vegas by myself. And I can tell you that if I wasn't there, there's no way that I would have felt, experienced, and have tons of notes. I got it. I got the BYLD 500, the 8,000, and all the way to the top. I got it. I'm super excited about the rain. I'm super excited about what you're doing. What you have here, the purpose, the strength. And as you were speaking, I'm drinking also from a cup that has Matthew 5:16, let your light shine.
Awesome.
Not just for the women, but those powerful men that can be so sometimes for people, because it may look like a man's job because it's solar, but it's not. And you said it, once women are on board, we're unstoppable. So I just want to thank our leadership. I want to thank Mr. Rangel, Mr. Weston Navarro, the Pachecos, because Ed Ayala and Mr. Julio, they're amazing leaders. What I saw on there, I didn't see a click. I've come from building a company from nothing, and being part of that. We're at a startup with the founders, but it's a fully functioning startup where leaders are looking for our founders. Yes, they're the ones that want to be part of this vision. So I think what we have here, we just cannot sit here and not do anything about it. We have to work and we have to do what it takes. And I have to say this.
Gabby, quickly make it quick, less than 60 seconds. Please make it quick.
I'm going to leave it right here. I just know that I'm not going to Vegas alone.
There you go. The end. Okay. The end. Thank you so much for sharing, Gabby. If you could say it in 2 words, don't go to 3 words. Okay. So we want to wrap it up. We have a few more calls or a few more speakers that I wanted to get on the line as well too. I want to be fair. So let's go ahead and thank you so much, Gabby, for sharing. Johnny Montez. If you could share your nuggets, 60 seconds or less, please.
Yes, be really quick. Thank you for your time. First one, I told JC, man, I feel like I owe you guys money. So much value that we got. I would have paid to see Ed. I would have paid just to see JC alone, Sam Bean, Mr. Pacheco. But then I got all of that for 2 days. I told JC, I feel like I owe you guys money. A couple things that I got highlights here is I like what Ed said. It's like doing a haircut. Can't do it over the phone. I got somebody. I got an appointment later this week. Just telling somebody that. Hey, look, man, it's like a haircut. Can't do it over the phone. Cool. If you have enough want to, you will always figure out a how to, right? There was another big quote that I got from here is, if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes a sacrifice.
You know what? Those are some awesome nuggets right there.
And the last one is, if you have a big enough why, you'll find the how. People always, how do I do this? How do I do this? Hey, I have a big enough why. Big enough why, I'll learn how. I have the right people. So those are my major takeaways. So thank you for letting me share.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll figure out the rest. And you know what? What Mr. Ayala said, get them to the events. Get them to the events. You don't have to be the master trainer. You don't have to be the expert at everything. You just have to be a professional inviter and invite them to the events. And whether it's the convention, whether it's on the Millionaire Mentorship call, whether it's on, the weekly presentation call, those are events. Be a master inviter and invite that. Master the invitation, get them on the line, and we will do the rest. We will do the rest. I see Del Boudreaux back on the line. Talk to me, sir. 60 seconds or less, please.
Man, first of all, I appreciate the platform. The event was just, unbelievable. But what I saw was we have leaders. First of all, they were transparent. They showed us their heartbeat. Their heartbeat is nothing but champions. And these people fight for our success every single minute of every single day. They just fight. We started with solar. Look where we are in less than a year. And now we're coming out with a relay app. Success. And then they put a system on top of this leadership. Hello, come on. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
The system on top of this leadership is unbelievable.
Indeed. Yeah, just continuing to piggyback on a lot of things. The leadership is absolutely bar none amazing. You don't have anything else out there that is comparable to what you have here. So when somebody says, hey, what makes BYLD different from the next? The leadership. Do I need to say anything else? The leadership. 60 seconds or less. Leadership. That's like 2 seconds. Mr. Jamie, Mr. Jaime, unmute yourself. And if you could give it to us in 60 seconds or less. So you still
got it. You got it. I'll be really short and quick. What an amazing event, guys. I've been to a lot of events in my last 28 years in this industry, and the value over this past weekend was off the charts. It really was phenomenal event. A couple of quick things that I got. I think Mr. Bean was the one who said, when you decide to be successful, expect violent opposition, right? That's just the way it goes, right? That's part of being successful. But you got to be bulletproof, right? Mr. JC always says you got to be bulletproof. And part of being bulletproof is you got to get yourself to these events. These events will make you bulletproof. It'll raise your belief level because, again, big decisions, Miss Bean said, big decisions are made at big events. They're not made at your home. They're not made on Zooms. These are all important, but you got to be at big events because you can't duplicate those events, right? It's like a concert. You can't tell somebody about a concert, or you can't give them a video or a picture. They got to be at that concert, right? That's where they get the bug, right? So again, more is caught in this business than is taught. So you got to be at these events. And last thing real quick, guys, again, this is something I learned a lot from Mr. Ed. We go back 28 years, man. 1996, I went to my first big event. And at that event, they did something called a rally award, which, they look at who brought the most people, right? And every single time, Mr. Ed Ayala was winning that rally award. He had the most people to those events. He had his whole base shop there, his whole team there, and it was like hundreds and hundreds of people. And it was like, that's the secret. That's the secret. You can be average at a lot of things in this business, but if you get good at promoting events and getting people to big events, you can do big things. All right, guys, that's it.
Awesome. Jamie.
Is it Jamie or is it Jaime?
Jamie.
Bill Jamie.
Jamie. Man, Mr. Jamie, you came to the line so calm and cool. And I don't know if y'all caught that statement. More is caught than it is taught. Hello, world. You can't catch it if you're not at the event. Okay, so the link is in the chat groups, in the WhatsApp chat groups. Make sure you get your tickets. Take advantage of that. For me, it's Central Standard Time at 9:15. So I was told that the tickets will change at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. So make certain that is you get your tickets right away. We have just a couple more. I want to take each and every one of you, but unfortunately, for the sake of time, we cannot. So charge it to the time frame and do not charge it to me. Okay. Let's go with Mr. Erjan. I can't pronounce your last name, but you can help me out with that. But Mr. Erjan won a mini pad this weekend. So congratulations. Talk to me in 60 seconds or less, please, Mr. Erjan.
Yeah, no, appreciate it. And yeah, it was, obviously if you weren't there it's hard to understand, it's something that you said, it can't be taught, but it can be caught, and it's contagious. It's a flame that two people are next to each other, they're going to be lit. Biggest thing I love about it is, I mean, it's a place I would bring my family to. You know, it's and I would trust my wife being in a room, my kids being in a room, and being able to grow up around. You know, seeing JC's son up on stage, that was fire, y'all. When he was up on stage talking about that Rocky speech, it's funny because I was doing that with my daughter. I mean, she's 4 years old, and I'm like, man, that would be awesome. My daughter was doing that, but the confidence he's instilling in his kids to be able to just to take control of his life is something that's the biggest opportunity right there. So hopefully that was less than 60 seconds.
Yeah, but more than anything, the impact and the point that you made within those 60 seconds, Erjan, is powerful. And that, like I said, that's our future. Okay. That young man, Mr. Minnie Rangel, that's solid. That's solid because he's not afraid to be in front of people to speak. He's not afraid to shake a hand. Okay. And that's who we're building is our future. Many of us as grown adults can't speak in front of a room. And it's okay. It's not for everyone. However, if we teach our children now to be big and bold, guess what? They will conquer the world. And when we leave this beautiful earth, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be able to continue our legacy. So what type of legacy are we creating right now? The powerhouse, the Robledo. Did I say it right? Roberto and Veronica, talk to me.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So, I mean, my biggest takeaway is obviously everything surrounding family. I love my wife, all the founders, everyone on that stage has an amazing relationship with the spouses. So for me, it was one of the most important and the biggest takeaways. Another one is the way that we're building this company, right? Everything with integrity, honestly, helping the customer first is not always about the money, right? It's about what we're doing for the customer, what we're doing to help others. And then the biggest one is, with a few of us here in the group, I work with them. I did events, and a lot of people don't believe me when I say that I do have social anxiety and that it's hard for me to talk to people, and it is. And just to see some of the leaders on that stage, right, that have made it that far, gives me a lot of encouragement to come out of my shell and actually talk to people. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, you know what? That's a courageous statement, Roberto, because social anxiety is a true thing. I don't think I've been diagnosed with social anxiety, to be quite honest with you, but I have had moments myself. It may not seem like it because it seems like I'm a talker. I'm not even really a talker. I'm actually personally what grew up as an introvert, and I just realized that as an introvert, I was broke. Let the truth be told. And then I realized at some point I had to have a voice, and that's when the womanhood, the sisterhood came out, and I grew on that. But I appreciate you sharing because that was a courageous statement, and you don't know how many people that you just impacted with that statement alone. By being able to express that statement, I salute you. I give you your praises. And thank you for stepping out of your own way to be able to say, you know what? We're creating a legacy right here at BYLD, and I need to do something about it. And it starts with me. Thank you so much, Roberto. Veronica, I believe you said that not said, but your gesture shows you want to say something.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. And one of the things that was a huge takeaway for me, and I've been at a lot of events, but wow, it was a big, we do owe you guys money. But my biggest takeaway, and I think it's something that